Good evening, good morning, good afternoon. Well, it's evening here, so good evening, everyone. Welcome to my channel. If you're here, if you're meeting me for the first time, my name is Faith Infinity. I'm a mother of two, and I'm physically challenged lady. Okay, you're welcome. If you're meeting me for the first time, you're welcome. Welcome to Life on Will TV. Welcome to Life on Faith TV. Sorry. Welcome to Life on Will Faith TV. So as you can see, I'm really like to how they why they treat mama they fine. Inye kwa momola mi go they fine. Inye kwa my guys they go they fine. Inye kwa my babes they go. So yeah, last time. Well, there's a video I haven't put up. I haven't put up the video because I'm new in this street. So, as you can see, I'm still learning. I have a long way to go. So, the video I made is on my phone, the way I place my phone. So, it's kind of narrow. So, I'm sick of the place that I put it up. I will put it up. It's the story how I left Nigeria, went to singing paralympics, I won bronze medal, and how I came to UK. And then I started from how I came to UK to my journey, my life journey. Yeah, I'll say. So now today I'm going to be talking about how I came from Nigeria, I was pregnant, I went to Ireland. So here we go. So when I left Nigeria after Sydney Paralympics year 2000, I got to Nigeria. We never got handshake from our passenger or anything. Look, the Canadian from my state, Edo State, and Plateau State, promised to give me an award of 50,000 naira. Believe me, I didn't get that money. So that was among the reason why I have to leave. I just said to myself, I gotta make use of this opportunity. I have to leave the country. You know, knowing fully well you train for 4 years, you're on your own training, you buy your multivitamin, you feed yourself, transport yourself, and every other thing. So I just think, you know, it's not enough the way we've been treated in Nigeria. And another day I have to talk about the journey, how we were in Australia, what we went through in the hands of so-called officials, Nigeria officials, how we were treated is another story. So today, well, when I got to Nigeria, I was in a relationship. He kind of said he loved me and shows me love. He was with me 2 forces. When you mean 2 forces, he policed me everywhere I go. I mean, this is the guy that chased me everywhere. So I literally, because of him, I moved away from where I was, went to live in my auntie's house in Ewotulu. From where I was in Ehogbe, he chased me, and because I told my family, I said, look, when somebody's looking for me, don't tell him where. I literally just tell them, this guy, do not give him my address where I am, my present location. So I relocated. I left where I was in the Hogbe. You know, I went to live with my dad's family because I didn't want. Okay, if you don't know, my parents left us when, not really young, but they left when we were like, maybe I was 12, 14. Yeah, my parents left to UK. Dad and mom, they went at home now, so we're living with family. So I told them, I said, look, I don't want him. So I left. I hope that someone is knocking at my door. Somebody is knocking at my door. This video have to be done another day. Anyway, so for now, I left and I went to Wotubu. I was living there. This guy came. And he came with somebody, just like my senior brother, ex-girlfriend. Yeah, ex-girlfriend is related to him. So he used her, since he couldn't get the information from my family, he used her to search source information of my whereabouts. So she brought him to where I was that night, and that was it. That was it. The end. My location, he knows now. He was pestering me. Okay, fall in love. We were together all the time. Now he promised he want to marry me. That was before I traveled anyway. Okay, so before I went to Sydney. When I now came back from Sydney, we were together. He promised to marry me. So I said, I'm leaving the country. He said, okay, the only way to seal this love is for you to be pregnant for me, so that I know that you're not going to forget about me. Stupid me, I agreed. So I traveled to Lagos. I was about to leave. I'm just trying to be fast with this story. He followed me to Lagos. But believe me, we had a fight because I had a few minutes of thinking, and like, if I actually go on with this plan, what happened if by the time I gone to abroad and he happens to go back to his ex-girlfriend, or he got a new girlfriend? I shouldn't do this. But we had a fight in Lagos. I mean, argument, like, and he reassured me that he loved me. We had a fight in Benin before I traveled, where I said, I don't want to be pregnant anymore. I want to, there's always first time for everything. So I actually had this, a thought of removing and just not, But okay, the brother said to us, I went to Lagos. When I was in Lagos, I thought of doing it again. And he reassured me that he loved me, want to be with me. I left, I came to UK. So I was living with my mom then and my sister. So they didn't know I was pregnant. But later I told my younger sister I was pregnant. But believe me, I had my monthly flow. I got to UK February. Then I thought I have miscarried. The kind of happiness and not happiness. Then the truth was, it was just for one day. Because I'm those kind of women that see bleed when they are pregnant. But being that my first time, I didn't know. Well, I had a miscarriage in Nigeria though, but this was proper pregnancy. It was my first time. I had a miscarriage, and then I didn't. No, sorry. When I was pregnant though, so I didn't know I had my period just one day, just a few drops. Then the rest of that few days didn't come. Then my sister and I, we both said, "Oh, we're really pregnant." But my mom asked my sister, "Is this girl pregnant?" She said, "No, she kind of saw a period when she came." But later on, my mom realized I was pregnant. Okay. Now, my mom was worried. Then she had no document. None of us have. Everybody still fresh, and I was new. So as time goes on, it was clear that there's no way I could get documents. I was illegal. My mom and my sister was working. They were the only one, financing everything. Imagine me being at home. But just an extra burden. And I don't like being burden to people. So I decided, okay, I need to go to Ireland, because before we leave Nigeria, was our plan. He said, you go to UK, you go to Ireland, and I'll meet you there. In Ireland, they're giving documents. I don't know how he knows about this thing. The thing about him is he's just a secondary school dropout. He's not a graduate. So he was just a secondary school dropout, but it's very social. He's very lively, so it's kind of streetwise, smart. So he has information. So he told me, oh, and I said, Ireland. I don't know about Ireland. UK, America, Germany, Holland, Italy. I know all this country. Where is that? Ireland. Yeah, he said Ireland. Yeah, Ireland. Ireland, you need to go to Ireland. And I asked my sister when I came to UK, and I said Ireland, and she laughed, but in the end, yes, I have to go to Ireland. I left for Ireland It was an emotional story. I had no choice. I have to leave my family behind because I want to fetch for myself. I don't want to depend on them. So my mom told me, my family, cousins, aunties, they were trying to advise me not to go, to stay with my mom. I'm like, I'm too old to stay with my mother. I was really dreading it. Imagine my mother having to take care of me and my oncoming baby, buying pampers, feeding us. There was no way. There was no way. I skipped that in Nigeria. I didn't want to have a child in Nigeria because I wanted the child to have the best. Now I'm here. I'm going to be under my mother. My mother is going to be feeding me and my child. No. So I have to leave. I was crying. I was crying. I'm going for a journey. I don't know how it's gonna be. Ireland, I have no family there, nobody there, nobody. Before then, I thought of going to Nigeria, but because I was pregnant, I said, okay, let me take the risk. It was actually a risk. I went to Ireland. The journey was, it's a long story that it will remain with me until I die. There are so many emotional times in that journey to Ireland that I will, every time, I always try to block them out because it's just too emotional. I went to Ireland, and the long story, my auntie, stepchildren was in Ireland because her husband was in Ireland, used to be in Ireland. He died that same year, and so the stepsons of my auntie came to meet me in the airport. Now, fast forward. When they bought me tickets, sorry, I'm holding my earring. When they bought me the ticket actually, they said to Ireland. It wasn't to Ireland, it was to Belfast. Belfast is Northern Ireland. So I think they mixed it up when they were buying the ticket. They didn't know. So Northern Ireland and Southern Ireland are two different things. I'm going to Southern Ireland, and Northern Ireland is still UK. So they didn't know. The flight ticket they bought for me took me just to, I'm still inside UK. I was there, and the boys asked me, I said, I'm in Belfast. It was when I came down from airport. So the boys asked me, and I said, in Belfast. I said, Belfast is in UK. These boys traveled down, came and picked me up. So I only had about £120 with me. So I gave the boy that came to pick me £100 to pay for taxi. He left with 20. So he took me to their house. I never stayed in his sister's room to weekend, Friday night, Saturday, Sunday, and Monday morning. He took me to immigration in Ireland. Because if you remember, we went from Belfast, we traveled on taxi. I was 6 to 7 months pregnant, heavily pregnant. The gallop, 3 hours or 3 plus on the road, country road. We traveled to Ireland. The gallop. Pregnant women we every so often. I was pregnant this time, it was my 4th semester. So going there, we got there. By then I was still on my crutches. Now I wasn't using a wheelchair. I was still on my crutches, so we went. He took me upstairs. I stayed there because I stayed upstairs because I use crutches. I can't really climb upstairs. It took me forever to climb upstairs. So anyway, Monday morning took me to immigration in Dublin. So we were living in Dublin. So when they took asylum, I'm just gonna cut the story short. Took asylum. They took us after the interview, took us to hotel. I stayed there for 2 weeks. From there, that was it. That was my life. That was how I got to Ireland. So I seek asylum. 3 months later, I give birth to my beautiful girl. So now, 3 months within when I seek asylum, when I was in refugee camp, is another story. So like I said, there's a whole lot. There's a whole lot. There's a whole lot. My journey from UK to Ireland. I remember being in transit and I was thinking about this love of my life, the father of my unborn child. I called him and I said, I'm in transit. Remember, you asked me to go to Ireland. I'm on my way, on the journey to Ireland. I was crying because I'm leaving everything, everybody I know behind. I have no choice, I have to go. And I was crying and I was telling him, don't disappoint me, don't fail me, don't let me down. I love you. You say you love me. You say you want to marry me. Guys, my worst fear, my greatest fear came back to haunt me. The fear of him disappointing me. In the end, it happens. Not on this video have we been narrating those other parts of my marriage, how my marriage break up and all that stuff. I will be talking about it. For me, life is a lesson. Tough time never lasts. Tough people do. So what can break you, make you?
Friendly, investments. Well, do stay with us. Coming up after the break, I'll be joined by podcast host Mariam Pasha and Klein.
Okay, good evening, and sorry. This video, I just have to pause it because the video I didn't turn the news off. So I have been talking, and the news have been on. Probably have to put background music on it or something. So yes, my going to Ireland, I didn't know anybody in Ireland, so it was a journey. Life is a lesson, and tough time never lasts, but tough people do. And never say never. Things happen and life goes on. So if I can, you know, all I say, in the end, if I can go through all that and come out victorious, then everyone can. It's just a matter of believing in God, and God will take you out of situation. I went through so many dark times during this journey, 2001 to 2013, and there's still a lot. Life goes on. I went through a lot. So my journey to Ireland, getting to Ireland and knowing nobody, staying in a refugee camp, and the system, you know, when I was in Ireland, so the system referred me, like going to checkup, hospital checkup, and public health nurse. Actually, it was the public health nurse that said to me, you have no family, you have no one here, we haven't seen this case before. The first time coming across an immigrant that is disabled. And now, that was the same thing when I seek asylum. It was the same thing. They said they haven't come across an immigrant who is disabled and is seeking, I don't know, this is Ireland, so that was what they were saying. So it was a case that was not common to see an immigrant. Sorry guys, I'm in pain. Who is disabled. So yeah, My case was referred to a social worker because it was a case they haven't seen before. So referred to a social worker, and social worker have to pay me visit during the 3 months. I got there when I was 7 months pregnant. So she paid me visit. The same question all over again. How are you going to take care of this child? Are you going to take care of this child? Are you going to? I need to convince them. Now, in my next video, I will be talking about from where here I'm 7 months pregnant, and they will come. She will come. Dervla will. Oh, she should be dropping him. She will come and ask me. So now, imagine this is a baby. She will be illustrating. Imagine this is a baby. How are you going to move from point A to point B? Me being the Africa woman now, the Africa in me, I will look at her and say, is she stupid? Is she okay? I can do it. Then I was still on my crutches, not on wheelchair. So it was towards the end of the whole thing, she decided, okay, you will need a wheelchair when you give birth. We wouldn't want you to be standing on your crutches and holding a baby because of the safety of the baby. So that's how I end up on a wheelchair. Believe me, it wasn't the best of the best. So these are the reason. It's among the reason why I pile up weight, because during the whole time I was alone. There's nobody to take my baby from me and say, oh, why don't you get up and do exercise, walk about? No, 2-4-6, I feed, bathe the baby, take her to playground, and after then I have to take her to creche, bring her back, go to shopping, sitting down. Everything is all sitting down. So I was doing less. And this is me. I was doing sport. I was active. Now, I know I have, I've always been big as a child. But imagine now I'm less active. So before I know it, over period of 2-3 years, I pile up this weight. And that was it. It was tough. Being on my own, raising up a child is another whole challenge. So I'm gonna let you guys go now. I will come back to talk about how after giving birth, they moved me from the refugee camp now to another place. I was actually moved really in Irish. It was the first black and best brought.
Tuna on the mix.
Best brought, Google it, have a dark story.
If you give me more like that, I'm handing no bad. If hustle pay me now, I'm handing no bad.
Not to live there.
If hustle pay me gas, I'm handing no bad.
New country.
I'm handing no bad. Think I get this bag anyhow we be. Bad as the bad, we go get the money. For that kind life, me not get them. That kind bag where they give energy. How they why they treat mama, they fine. In your mumula, me go they fine. In your my guys, then go they fine. In your my babes, then go they fine. It's supposed to be said. It's supposed to be said everywhere, don't steal. It's supposed to be said. It's supposed to be said everywhere, don't matter about
in Africa give birth. I remember one of the girls there asked me, oh, how did you get here? And
if you give me more now,
sometimes because they are white, don't really
if hustle pay me now, I'm handing no bad. If hustle pay me gas, I'm handing no bad.
When she asked me that,
I'm handing no bad.
there was this one of the staff there was like,
Oluwa do guys see one bench.
don't ask her that.
I suppose get my man new bench.
She's going with
I
flies.
suppose get my man new
She's not gonna
bad
walk here or
energy stay far away. All the money come my way. I see the hustle make it they pay. I see the struggle make it they pay. Every day me I just pray. Every day me I thank God. You not get any blessings full on. Hi.
guys put here.
Chai, Oluwa nye
You know,
tunu
it's kind of,
mumula o.
at the same time, very insulting.
Biko
Very,
nye tunu mumula o. Chai.
I went through a lot, you know, and a lot of racism. Yeah, the card was played there. Racism card, there was a lot. I mean, being called all sorts of names. But I make my point, like, speak my mind. You know, every time those incidents come up, I'll speak my mind. But staying in Bessborough Hostel, I didn't know the reason why they took me there. The reason they actually took me there wasn't really to help me. So at first I thought they were nice, but actually it wasn't to help me. It was for the child's sake, for the benefit of my child. It was later on I realized they took me to Bessborough to assess me if I'm able to take care of my child. So if I wasn't able, they would have taken the child from me and put her up for adoption. There's so many battles that God fight for me. So imagine I was living with them ignorantly, not knowing the reason I was there. I thought they were there to help me. Later on, I know I was being watched, being spied on. So many things. They threw so many things at me, tried to break me. It was so many times when I cried and I said to them, I will not give you my child. There was I remember an incident where one of the staff, the oldest staff there, she came to me and whispered to my ear. She's the meanest there, and she used to be a nun. She used to be a nun. She have no children. She never have children. She never had one. So she came to me, whispered to my ear, and she said, "Give it up, Faith. Give it up." When she did it, there was no, sorry. So when she did this, there was no one around. She made sure there was no other staff around. So she said to me, "Give it up, Faith." So when she said that to me, "Give it up, Faith," I'm that kind of person that don't instantly react. I went back and I thought about it. And I know it was a battle. They really, she's among the ones that actually want to take my child. You know, she wants to prove to the system that I'm not capable. But one thing I know about it, as a mother, the love in my life have taught me something. Love has nothing to do with your physical ability. Love is what you think. Because everything I do, it was because I love my daughter so much. I love my daughter. So I'm going to leave this story here because there's a lot and I cannot say now. I don't want this video to be too long. Please share, like, comment, and subscribe to my channel because I have a lot to talk about on this channel. My story, it's an encouraging story. No matter the situation you are, just be strong and believe in yourself. And there is an hero that lies in you. Because if I look back to my life, there are things that I have done during my journey. I ask myself, Faith, how did you go past? I asked that Faith, the young mother, that young, naive, not really young, I wasn't 18, I was 20 something. How did I do it in a strange land, being disabled? Being disabled and living Nigeria in a foreign land with no family. How did I cope? How did I survive? All this, you will hear more of it in the next video. For now, I will say good bye bye, and do take care of yourself. Be nice to yourself, be kind to yourself, love yourself first. Remember, you come first. You first. You. Nobody else but you. So please like, comment, share, and subscribe to my channel, because you're a baby girl. You're a baby girl. You're a girl. Yeah. Have a lot to share. So I have learned in my life to take life as it comes, one day at a time, and also make the most of every seconds, every minute of your life. Just live it like there's no tomorrow. What I mean is, there's no time to waste time, no time to check time. Just live your best, do your best, do you. Now, don't listen to people. I'm not saying you shouldn't listen to good criticism, good advice. I'm just saying, do not let bringer downers, people that will bring you down, and the people I call bringer downers, do not let them bring you down. Don't let them kill your vibe. Do not let them kill your vibe. Just have fun, live your life, and what is make it productive. Try to make it productive. Yeah. Let people see your life and learn from your life. So yeah. Thank you so much for watching, and I will see you when I see you. I'll see you on my next video. Thank you for dropping by. God bless you.